Hiring the right person can make or break your business. It's not about filling the position. It's about finding the right talent who's going to help to build your own vision. Today, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to find the right person who's going to be helping to build your own business. Hi, I am Alina Goka, the founder of Soapy Mania. I have hired and fired so many people in my life. I have made so many mistakes, and I am here to help you not make yours. I'm very proud of the team that I have built right now. I have very loyal employees and I treat them as my extended family, and I'm very happy I have them. I would like to share my tips and tricks on how to find the person who's going to be with you no matter what. In the previous video, I talked about the importance of delegation in general. Why do you need to hire a person? How to define the tasks that you're going to be delegating? How to distinguish the delegation, outsourcing, and optimization task. If you haven't watched this video, here it is. And if you have watched it, that means that I have convinced you the importance of delegation. I'm very happy that you have made this important decision internally. You have actually made the biggest step in hiring a right person, because the biggest work you're doing internally. I know how hard it is to trust a person, to make yourself ready for a person. And if you're watching this video, that means that you can't find enough time in the 24 hours to make all the tasks that you're doing. You're probably in the borderline of being burnt out, and you understand the importance of hiring help to build your own empire. Before we dive in, please click subscribe button and this bell button to avoid missing new videos. I absolutely love this channel. I love being helpful. I would want more people to watch this and to be inspired to start their own journey on building their own business. So by subscribing to my channel, by growing my channel, you will be giving me more options to help more people. All right, let's go. Before you start the hiring process, the very important question that you need to answer yourself is, do you really need to hire a person? So before adding someone to your payroll, make sure that you realize all the benefits and costs of it. You probably think that I'm contradicting myself if you watched the previous video, because I was trying to encourage you to hire help. And I really strongly believe that there is no way you can grow without hiring help, without building a team. However, I would want you to be smart about it, because it is very important to realize that the cost that you're going to be paying needs to be equal to the benefits that you're getting from the person. In other words, you're not hiring a person to spend money. You're hiring a person to make money. The goal of each individual in your team is to build a business, and can be a direct link to money generating process like a sales team or marketing team, or it can be indirect, or a personal assistant or accountant that indirectly helping you to grow your business. So they're removing a workload from your daily tasks, and they are performing it for you while you're focusing on more important revenue generating tasks. In other words, you need to evaluate how much your hour costs. Let's say it's $100 per hour or $10 per hour. It doesn't matter. And if you find someone who's going to be performing the tasks similarly or equally good, of course, not from day one. However, if you really believe that there is a person who can perform the tasks equally good, and this person is going to cost you lesser than your pay rate, that means it's a yes, it's a solid choice to hire this person. So you need to understand the task that this person is going to be performing. You need to evaluate how much this person is going to cost you and what benefits it's going to bring you. And you need to check again whether you can outsource this person, or you can hire a contractor, a freelancer, or you can automate this task. If these are all checked and you realize, yes, I need an employee who's going to be with me, who's going to be performing the tasks that I need to be performed in the long run, that means that you have made a decision to hire an employee. So here's the step-by-step guide on how to find a good candidate for the position that you need to fulfill. So step one, you need to write a killer job description. Let me tell you a quick story. A couple of years ago, I needed a business assistant. I posted a job on one of the platforms, and I got only like 2 to 3 resumes, and neither of those resumes were appealing to me. So I kind of paused this task. But in a couple of months, I realized, well, there's no way I can survive without a business assistant. So I needed to reassess this task. So I rewrote the description. I posted it on the same exact platform. And within 24 hours, I got 500 resumes. So the moral of the story, a killer description makes a big difference. So how to write the killer description? First of all, the title. Be precise and relevant on your title. Don't say just help needed or something vague. Put like seeking for a business assistant for small business. It needs to be short, but needs to have some value in it. The second block, you need to explain who you are, what your business, give the details that you want to give. In my situation, it was Soapy Mania is a small family business. We are located in Los Angeles, California, and we need a personal assistant as an addition to our family who's going to be working remotely in the LA time zone and who's going to be performing various business-related tasks. It needs to be short, like 2 to 3 sentences, but you need to introduce your prospective employee to your company. They need to understand that this is not a big corporate, this is a small business. You need to explain where is your location, like what you do, state your values. In my situation, that we create organic and natural skincare products that help your skin stay younger for longer. We care about the planet. We focus on sustainability and so on. In the next block of your killer job description, you need to state key responsibilities for the person. Be as specific as possible. Don't write like long paragraphs for every single task. However, you need to write bullet points. Don't make them vague. Don't make them generalized. Be very specific. So instead of saying like, you're going to be responsible for social media posting, this does not give much information. However, if you can say you're going to be responsible to posting 10 times a week in social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, that is more specific and that gives more information. And the person would evaluate, hey, I have those skills. I can do that easily. That's going to be easier for the person to make a decision. The next block on your killer job description would be skills and qualifications that you're looking in your candidate. Again, be honest and be as specific as possible. If you're hiring a person who's going to be doing some kind of technical job, then they need to know this and this and that software. If you're hiring a personal assistant, they probably need to know how to use Zoom, how to use Google Sheets and Google Suite in general. Just write down as much as possible. Some of them can be required. Some of the qualifications can be desired. It's up to you, but the more you state, the better it is for the person to evaluate their skills and the better for you to make a decision when you're going to have an interview. You're going to be checking, like, do you have this experience? Do you have experience on this? And you're going to be going over your job description and you're going to be evaluating the candidate. It's going to be like a cheat sheet for you. The next very important block in your resume is the pay and the perks that you're offering. You need to state the range of pay rate that you can offer. Because if you're not going to put the amount that you're going to be able to pay to a person, then you're going to just lose the time because they're going to apply, they're going to send you a question, hey, how much money are you offering for this position? And you say, oh, well, that's based on the interview. And then the interview comes, you like the person and the person's expectations for the salary are much higher than you can afford. So time is wasted, the money is wasted, you don't want it. That's why be specific, put the range from this amount to this amount per hour or per month, depending on your situation, whether you want a fixed or you want hourly employee. You need to state if it's a full-time or part-time or temporary, whatever terms you are hiring for. You need to state the perks that you offer, 2 days or like 5 days of vacation. We offer sick leave. We do not offer 401k. We do not offer medical insurance. So be specific and be honest. The more honest you are, the better it is for you. Then you cut a lot of time and agony going back and forth with the employees that are going to be applying for your job. And the very last portion of this job description, I would put like a small question at the very end. It can be something easy like, hey, if you're interested in this position, please apply and write down why would you like to work with us? Something simple. Or if you're hiring into a specific industry or a specific area of expertise, you can ask, hey, could you please specify how many years of expertise do you have in this specific arena? This should be at the very end. This should be a very simple question, and you will filter people out later based on the answer to this question, which I'm going to talk later. So the next step, you wrote a killer job description, and now you need to post it. Where to post it? It all depends on who you are looking for. So, for example, if you're looking for a skilled professional who has experience and probably some kind of education, that could be a LinkedIn, a platform that has more professionals and those who build career on something. If it's more general work, it can be Indeed, it can be Monster, Glassdoor. If you're looking for something like industry specific, most likely you would know your industry platforms and websites that help you to find the right talent. For example, it can be a Dribbble or AngelList. So there are so many possibilities. Another tip, if you're social media active, then it would be a great idea to post a job on your social media. In fact, my first employees I have hired through Facebook groups or through Instagram. That's made it so easy just because they were already following me. They already knew who I am. It was very easy to hire them because when they showed up on the interview, they said, oh, I know you, I follow you, and I'm so happy that you have an opening right now. Also, do not disregard the referrals. Just spread the word, ask friends. Maybe someone knows someone, and most likely someone knows someone who needs a job. However, on this topic, I would be very careful because if you're that type of a person who can fall into rabbit hole of something like, I have to hire my uncle just because he needs a job, even though he doesn't have the experience and the skills, I would not go there. To not create a problem for yourself that you're going to be solving later. You need to distinguish business and life. Step 3, once you posted on the platform that you have chosen, you need to filter out the candidates because like I told you in the story earlier today, once I had 500 resumes within 24 hours, it was impossible to read all of them. So we had to create like a second stage to filter out those who we do not like or we do not need. And the question at the very end of your job description helped a lot. Just because, first of all, we filter out those who answered those questions. If they didn't answer the question, that means they didn't even read until the end of the job offer, and we don't need those. They didn't care. They didn't put too much effort. However, there are going to be situations so you have only 2 resumes replying on your job description. That's okay. You just read them and evaluate if you like them or not. How to evaluate if you like the possible candidate or not? First of all, I would suggest to set the minimum criteria. If you don't know how to operate Google Suite, then it would probably know in terms of business assistant. However, be realistic and think what you are hiring for, because there is a lot of mistakes that are made about the mentees that I'm coaching. And I've heard a lot on the consultations that the people are setting up the criteria that are not really relevant to the job description. For example, if you're looking for a person who's going to be completely behind the scenes, who's going to be doing some kind of day-to-day operations, they're not going to be on camera, they're not going to be talking to people, they're just going to be performing the daily routine tasks. Why would you set up the criteria or like ask them to record themselves on the camera and send you the video? You're going to put a person into a very uncomfortable situation. Plus, they wouldn't use those skills in their job. That's why there's no need for them to perform this task for you to show their desire to work for you. That's why be relevant. If this is a person behind the skills, probably give them like a simple task that they're going to perform some kind of research on their end. Or probably if you require a person to be responsible for customer relationships, you need to see if this person talks well, or communicates, and he has, the right email etiquette. Be relevant to the position that you're looking for. And another tip that I personally use is I look for the job hopping signs throughout my candidates. So if this person worked 2 months here, 3 months there, and 1 month here, you're going to be the next one who they will be working for month or 2. So it's going to be probably a time wasted. So to me, it needs to be at least 6 months to a year on one job to be a solid great sign for me that this person is more or less loyal and he would be willing to put some effort into your business. Of course, if you're hiring very young people, there is a big chance that they won't have much on their resume. So you're going to take a chance here and just listen to your guts and follow your heart in this situation. Also, most of the platforms, they have some kind of built-in tracking systems. So they either perform some kind of questionnaire or a test for your prospective employees that you ask the system to perform, and they're going to be able to help you to filter out those who are not able to perform those tasks. Please utilize all the possible help that those platforms are offering you. This was a very quick guide on how to find the right employee for your business, how to write the job description, where to post it, and how to filter it out. Once you define several candidates, you schedule interview, and they're going to be another big process of interviewing people, hiring people, introducing them into your company. And I will probably make more videos about it just because I absolutely love this task. I absolutely love building amazing team, and I am very proud of my team. And I wish every single one of you to have amazing team of people who's going to be backing you up, who's going to be working with you, and who's going to be building the empire that you envision. Thank you very much for watching. If you find this helpful, please click like button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.